Hi viewers, in this lecture we will discuss about polymorphism in a scalar. Okay, in object oriented programming it is very important concept, polymorphism. What is polymorphism? Poly means many, morphism means forms. Okay, in a scalar program or Java program, okay, an object or method, okay, exist in many forms, okay, and each form will perform various tasks depend on the context, then it is called a polymorphism. Okay, polymorphism is a process of representing one form in many forms. Okay, uh, each form has its own functionality. Okay, the main advantage of polymorphism is flexibility. Okay, flexibility means we will be having different methods, okay, and variables with with the same name, and its functionality will be different. So that's how we will get flexibility. There are two types of polymorphism. Okay, one is static polymorphism, dynamic polymorphism. Okay, so static polymorphism will happen at a compile time only. That's why it is also called as a compile time polymorphism. Okay, so one more type is dynamic polymorphism. Polymorphism will happen at runtime is called dynamic polymorphism. Okay, so this overloading concept comes under static polymorphism or compile time polymorphism. Overriding will come under dynamic polymorphism. Okay, so so we'll discuss what is overloading in this video. Okay, what is overloading? Overloading means method or variable having same name with a different type of arguments is called overloading. Okay, if one class having two methods with the same name, then two methods we can call as overloaded methods. Okay, in overloading, okay, compiler is responsible to perform method resolution based on reference type. That's why we call as compile time polymorphism. Okay, so we'll see different cases in overloading. Okay, so in method overloading, JVM execute method depending upon one of the following differences. Okay, these are the cases in overloading. Okay, difference in number of parameters. There may be difference in data type of parameters. There may be difference in the order of sequence of parameters. In the three cases, we can perform overloading. Okay, so you understood, right? What is polymorphism? What is types of polymorphism? Okay, static polymorphism, dynamic polymorphism. Overloading is example for static polymorphism. Overriding is example for dynamic polymorphism. Okay, so we'll see one example. Okay, first case we'll see. So I have one class addition. Okay, I have one method add. Okay, I have two integer variables x y. Okay, just in printing addition. Okay, println x y z. One more method I am creating one more method add. Okay, both names are same. Okay, but I am giving three parameters here. Z is extra, so I'm performing addition here. Okay, println x plus y plus z. Okay, so I am created instance for method class. Okay, and I am calling uh, two methods with the different parameters. I am calling, if I call add dot, if I pass three parameters, okay, this one will be called. This one will be called. So if I call this same this function, this method with the two parameters, this will be called. Okay, so this is the first scenario, first case. Okay, so what we discussed is difference in number of parameters. Same methods in a class, two methods exist here with the same name, different parameter. This is the first case in overloading. So we'll execute and we'll see. So what is the advantage here? So flex, as I discussed earlier, overloading use is flexibility. I am having two methods, but its functionality is different. Here it is a simple example. In the projects, there may be a different business logic. Okay, so method name is the same, but implementation and business logic is different. Okay, that is the use of polymorphism. Thanks.